Dr. Kate's here, and I know we've had a lot of talk about hormones, and you have a lot of questions lately because we've got the Hormones, Health, and Harmony docu-series happening right now, and we have a surprise bonus episode that just went live today, bonus episode 10. So the first 9 episodes are not no longer available, but you can catch episode 10, and I'm going to tell you in a moment how you can go ahead and get all 9 of them. But I just want to make sure you guys know that you can actually catch this surprise bonus episode, episode 10, by going to hormoneseries.com and signing up. So what you want to do is go to hormoneseries.com, put your name and email in, and so that you can get an email with the link to get access to episode 10. It went live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, and it's up for 24 hours. So, as many of you know already, we've done a 9-part docu-series on hormones, women's health and hormones, and we've gotten amazing feedback, and it's inspired and empowered so many women around the world. Tens of thousands of women have been signing up, watching, and we're loving what we're seeing as far as the engagement of the episodes and how much people are watching, women are watching. So I do want to take some time today to answer any questions that you all have. Maybe you've watched the docu-series and you have some questions, or you are just, maybe you even just already got a chance to watch episode 10 and have questions about the docu-series or about your hormones. I think oftentimes women don't realize how much their hormones are related to their health issues, to the symptoms that we're having. So things like difficulty sleeping, weight issues, these mood issues. I think a lot of times women think, oh, well, it's just normal, or they're told it's normal to be a little bit moody, especially at certain times of your cycle, or to be in pain, or to be aging faster than what you were hoping. But this is not something we should just struggle through. Hot flashes, night sweats, problems with sleep, with your metabolism, with your periods, with your cycles, with fertility. These are things that there are solutions for, and I'm so tired of hearing that, oh, you're just getting older, it's just because you're a woman, we've got to stop this. So that's what a lot of about the docu-series is about. I wanted to hop in and do a live to answer any questions you guys have about your hormones, or maybe you have about your partner's hormones, or someone, a loved one in your life that you're concerned about. Are there symptoms related to their hormones? And again, if you haven't heard yet, we have episode 10 has gone live at and you could go to hormoneseries.com to get access to that. You just want to register there, and then you'll get a link to watch episode 10. It's called Hormones Plus, and we talk a lot about lab testing because there's so many questions that women have about, how do I know? What do I ask my doctor for? And so we talk a lot about that in this episode. So I'm going to share a little bit of that with you. And in that episode, I also have my colleagues look at my own lab test. So it's interesting to get their feedback on that. Before I talk about lab testing and more about symptoms and hormonal imbalances and answer your questions, I also want to make sure that you all know that you can actually still, even though the first 9 episodes of the docu-series are no longer available, you can actually get you can buy the docu-series. Some people have been saying, how do I keep watching this? Well, there is a way to get that, and you go to hormoneseries.com/get-access. And that's how you can purchase the Hormones, Health, and Harmony docu-series. You could take all of the episodes, and then we have a bunch of bonuses that you can get as well. And so just go to hormoneseries.com/get access. And then you'll find out you could get silver, gold, or platinum packages. The silver is a digital only, the gold is a physical. So if you're someone who really likes the CDs and the DVDs, you could get that in the gold package, or the platinum package has both, and then a bunch of extra bonuses like my skincare products, and Dr. Anna Cabeca's one of her products, and Wellness Mama's one of her natural products, and also some great savings on things like air purifiers and water purifiers. So definitely the platinum package is the way to go, unless you live outside of the country. If you just live outside the US, then you'll want to get our silver package, because that's digital only and we cannot send any of the physical products outside the United States. Shipping costs are outrageous right now and it's just really challenging. So it's a lot of stuff to send to you. So if you live in the United States, I highly recommend the platinum package. Okay, so let's talk more about labs, because that's something that we're talking a lot about in episode 10 that is going live today at hormoneseries.com, where you can register. And again, that's available for 24 hours. So if you want to go there and catch this, that's the best way to get all the information. But I want to know, do you have questions about your hormones? Do you have questions about labs that maybe you're wondering what you should ask your doctor for? And so you can post those questions right now if you'd like. If you have symptoms and you're wondering if they're related to hormonal imbalances, I'm happy to answer that. I know yesterday when I did a a live, someone asked about aches and pains, and yes, even aches and pains can be related to hormonal imbalances. So definitely, there are a lot of symptoms related to hormonal imbalances, and a lot of times we just think about sex hormones, but there are a lot of other hormones that are involved with our health. So I have a question here about a connection between hormones and melasma. So specifically hypothyroid. And so yes, there's definitely there can be a connection between melasma and hormones. So melasma is also called the mask of pregnancy. It's a hyperpigmentation that women will get across their cheeks, oftentimes, and oftentimes that is because they have higher levels of estrogen. Their hormone levels are changing during pregnancy. They're more likely to get melasma. Now, it's not only pregnant women that get melasma. Sometimes women on birth control pills will get melasma. So that's another thing. So oftentimes it is related to estrogen, or so that can definitely be a hormone related thing. So what we notice is a lot of women experience something called estrogen dominance. We talk a lot about this on the docu-series, where it's not even necessarily that your estrogen is too high, but that your estrogen is high in relationship to progesterone. So it can create a number of symptoms for women. And so what you want to do with that is to make sure you're improving your estrogen metabolism. So doing things to help your body, especially your liver, to help your body break down estrogen so your levels stay in a healthy place. So that's one of the most important things that you can do. So it's a great question. You also ask about thyroid with melasma. Certainly, thyroid is related to, there's so many symptoms related to thyroid dysfunction. And I was just recording a podcast the Woman's Doctor podcast with a hormone expert, Dr. Alan Christensen, and we were talking about all of the symptoms related to thyroid problems. And thyroid is a master hormone gland, and it impacts so much of our health. It impacts our metabolism, our energy, our weight, of course, related to metabolism. It can affect our sleep. It affects our skin, our hair. Women that are people that have low thyroid function or low thyroid, they tend to get hair falling out, or they get dry skin, and there can be sometimes related to changes in pigmentation in your skin. not as common as dry skin. That's the most common skin symptom of hypothyroidism. But you also want to look at autoimmune with thyroid conditions. We want to look at autoimmune thyroid conditions because those are really common. And so, like Hashimoto's or Graves', those are thyroid autoimmune conditions. And I think it surprises people how common they are. So if you have symptoms, difficulty sleeping, difficulty with your weight, constipation, hair loss, energy, drop in energy, or you're having, just really changes in your health, I see it so commonly in women that I just screen women for thyroid issues because if we do tests early, then we can there's a lot we can do to support the body naturally without having to go on medication. So that's really what we talk a lot about in episode 10, our bonus episode that you can get at hormoneseries.com today is having to do with labs. And we could cover my own lab work. And so what we want to do optimally with labs is very different than the conventional medicine approach, which conventional medicine is usually just looking for a disease, looking to keep you alive. What us naturopathic doctors like myself and functional medicine doctors, other doctors and experts in the docu series, and keeping you alive is really important, by the way. So emergency rooms, if you have to have surgery, there's certain medications. These are all important, but most people want to live really optimally. And it's not a matter of life or death, but you want to live your life optimally. You want to be pain free. You want to be getting a good night's sleep. You want to be able to maintain a healthy weight. You just want to have that energy and vitality and resilience. And that's why we want to look at labs in a different way. So when we look at labs, we want to look at them as an optimal numbers rather than just what is out of the normal range. Because normal ranges, especially with something like thyroid, is a big, huge TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, is the lab that most doctors will run. And it is a huge range. And this is based upon a healthy population. And I'm doing air quotes here because most people are not optimally healthy or just free of disease. So we have to take that in consideration. And then the range is so wide that you're not really screening for optimal thyroid. So instead, we're looking for a smaller optimal number. And we want to look at free T3, free T4. We want to look at other labs to make sure that thyroid is functioning optimally. So that we can catch you before you have to go on medication, because medications can be great, but they can come with a number of side effects. And if you do have to take a medication, that's fine. We want to make sure you're also doing labs to optimize. So, another one with thyroid is that doctors will oftentimes say, oh, well, once you have antibodies, once you show positive to thyroid antibodies, you never have to test again. But that's not true. If you show positive thyroid antibodies, and that means probably means you have an autoimmune thyroid condition. We can look at those levels and see them come down. If you're doing optimal treatment to support your body, supportive things with your lifestyle, with diet, nutrition, herbs, other things, then we can see those levels improve. And so these are the kinds of things they want to look at. Then there are also other types of tests besides blood tests. A lot of doctors will just run lab tests through blood work, but there are a lot of other tests you can do with hormones. In particular, there's urine and there's salivary tests. And these can be really helpful depending upon the type of hormone you're looking for. So like cortisol is really great to do in urine and saliva, not as good in blood work. So these things are all really important. So it's good to educate yourself on that. So that's what the episode 10, there's a lot of that in there. We also, so you can go to hormoneseries.com to register for episode 10. It's our bonus surprise episode that we're airing today. It started at 6 p.m. Eastern and it goes until it goes for 24 hours, 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So you have 24 hours to watch it. It's about an hour long. So make sure you give yourself plenty of time. Invite all your girlfriends. This is one that you want to catch. and learn a lot of the experts talk about their favorite hormone and why. They tell some of their own personal stories about struggles with things like adrenals and stress and how that's impacted and what we can do about it, because there are a lot of things we can do with our lifestyle that help with that. So this is very much empowering you with information that you could take to your doctor. It's also empowering you with what you can do with your lifestyle, what you could do with foods to eat, what you could do with nutrients, with herbs, all these things that you can be doing right now. This is very much to put you in charge of be the CEO of your health, right? So you get this information, you feel inspired by all these doctors and other experts in the series. You hear their stories and you think, okay, I can do this. I can get my health back on the track. If I hear all these other stories and they could do it, then I can do it too. So that's what I really want for you in watching this docu series, and why I encourage you to consider even purchasing our silver, or really our platinum package is my favorite package because it has so many great bonuses. So to watch episode 10 that's going live right now, go to hormoneseries.com. Those are you just joining us. And then for any of you that want to go ahead and buy the 9 parts and you get episode 10, so you get all 10 episodes, you can purchase them at hormoneseries.com/get access. And that's where you can purchase the docu-series, take it home with you, take all the great bonuses. Platinum is amazing because we put together everything that you need to take this to the next level. So you get to continue watching the docu series. If you missed an episode, you want to watch an episode again. We also have the transcripts, a companion guide. I have a food guide and shopping list and recipes. I also have a natural remedies guide. Many of you have asked me, okay, but what about specific herbs and specific nutrients? And we talked a lot about some of them in the docu series, but I have a natural remedies guide that's part of the platinum package that you can take home with you. You also get my skincare products. I mean, that's a $200 that normally costs $200 to get that. And so you get that included, and some other natural products. And I wanted to bring together some of my favorite products, and like wellness dry shampoo. Dry shampoo is one of the most toxic personal care products out there. Hair care products can be very toxic, and dry shampoo is the worst. And so I was looking for something that was a healthier alternative that is completely non-toxic. And Wellness Mama makes a great one, so I included that in the package. Dr. Anna Kabaka is one of our speakers, and so I have her Jova product in there. And so it's a really great package. So you can get that at hormoneseries.com/get access, get hyphen access. And so just go head over there, watch episode 10. Tell me what you think. If you have any questions, post them here and I'll be checking in. And I hope you guys enjoy episode 10. Let me know what you think. All right, everyone, take care.